already know that it's evident. You're rocking with East God and of Fifth Element. Probably should run for president. The Black Wolf walk in the woods, feel like the Revenant. I had to embellish it, MC on the beat, like OT from the D. Just pass me the rock, I'ma pull it up from the 3. I see strange things like 11, and when I'm on the mic, I get them hype like DJ 7 or DJ Slim in Hollywood like I'm Bull. They know I'm the one, man, the knowledge come from the dreads. Just X-ray son, peace, love, and unity. You gotta give it your best, and you say that you got them bars, or we gon' give them a test. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You ain't say it right, please say it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yo, what up, though? Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy OT from the D, and we back with another episode of Fifth Element Hip Hop, where we represent hip hop in its truest form. That's peace, love, unity, and having fun. And like always, man, we got some special guests in the building. But before we go ahead and do that, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host. Y'all know him by Ray Son, but around here we be like Ramon.
What it do, man? Welcome to the 75th best podcast in the city.
You know what I mean?
75th, huh?
Nah, you know I'm bullshit. We are number 1 and not the 2.
You know what I mean?
Believe that. But y'all know what it is. New week, no smut on our name.
Last time that I checked.
All right? Say what up to the Mariposa Spade Champions.
You know what I'm saying, though? The Mariposa Spade Champions. Me and Ramo, we got in there last night on game night with my man Twix and 2 tons of fun on the karaoke, and we killed it. You know what I mean? We took him out. You know what I mean?
Right.
We left.
It was some discrepancies though a little bit, right?
Hey man, there wasn't no discrepancies.
Not on our part. you know when you set motherfuckers, it's always a problem.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, when somebody gets set,
on my mama.
Yeah, he put it on his mama. You know what I mean? Hopefully his mama wasn't there to feel that pain. He stopped putting stuff on his mama.
Man, that part.
Straight up. But yeah, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and introduce my other co-host. Y'all know who he is, man. Your DJ's favorite DJ, the Blend God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DJ Slim, what's happening?
Peace, y'all. What's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in on this lovely day of knowledge, build or destroy.
Yes, sir. And in the back, you know what I mean, sitting in the cut like a shank. Y'all know who it is, the one and only Hollywood Bud.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back with another one. Let's get into it.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Seven is on location, always doing his thing.
Yeah, he moving and grooving and shit, you know what I'm saying? Peace to nephew, you know what I'm saying? And right now, you know what I'm saying, our guest co-host today, you know what I mean? I get to introduce y'all to this lovely young lady. I get to see her every weekend. Every weekend she be up at Mariposa doing her thing and be getting it cracking in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for the one and only lovely Angie T.
There we go.
What it do, baby?
What's up, Angie? How you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be on air with you guys. So I'm excited.
Okay. I'm like, man, it's been a long time coming. I'm glad to see you here now. You know what I'm saying? Getting to rock with us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I got to give a shout out to this camera quality because it's serving what I needed it to serve.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, we got them angles. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. And do.
Gorilla Cross, best studio in the city.
Already, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's my man Quan back there hooking it up. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right, so
Ramo, you want to get into it, man?
Ramo?
What we doing?
All right. Let me get a little disclaimer. When I send the emails, they be getting all jumbled up. They don't go in the way I think they go. So,
okay.
Quan, can you go to that first video? It's the video pick of the week. It's Soul Steez.
Soul Steez, video pick of the week.
Okay.
Positive, pessimistic.
Positive, pessimistic. It's obvious you don't get it. I came to get rid of these niggas talking like y'all some critics. Get the fuck up off my dizzics. You niggas don't study lyrics. All y'all do is ride the waves on the beats, man. Y'all don't hear shit. Positive, pessimistic. It's obvious you don't get it. I came to get rid of these niggas talking like y'all some critics. Get the fuck up off my dizzics. You niggas don't study lyrics. All y'all do is ride the waves on the beats, man. Y'all don't hear shit. Whenever I speak my mind, it seems like niggas start to cry. I try to set the bar high to where others wouldn't dare to climb it. Vintage flows on the new beats, that shit ringing like a chime. I'm so ahead of my time, I'm Spider-Man from 2099. I don't give a fuck if you mind, I held my tongue quietly. For 15 plus years, I think it's time to start writing.
Right.
World Jumanji, yo, 15 minutes been up, move silently behind me. Look, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch him lacking at the stove. If I feel like he crack a joke, I let this whole gat explode. Turn you to a Hitler pack, my shit so gas, your gasping choke. That last pocket of air coming up from your lungs, past your throat. Ho, ain't nobody colder than your dead one. Mixed personalities, I'm bipolar in the head, son. All y'all see is light over my head, like I'm Thomas Edison. I turn into Thomas Slater, and then I had beheaded. Positive, pessimistic, it's obvious.
Yo, I like that shit, man. That shit hard right there. You know what I mean? I could actually ride out to that shit.
I ride with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ride with it.
I like the classic walking through the convenience store scene. I think,
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a scene like that has to be in a rap video and shit these days.
Yeah,
you gotta walk through and
it.
grab a 40 or some bullshit out the freezer. Like that's been going on since the 90s and shit, right?
You gotta do
Early
it.
90s and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely fit the essence of the song.
Definitely.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what we got next up there, Quan? Let's jump into this.
What we got here? Okay.
All right, I'm about to freestyle.
There we
Oh,
go.
look, like I'm about to say, I was like, yo,
There we go.
Angie T got bars though. You know what I mean?
Low key.
Low key, I think
You know what I'm saying?
Do got bars. She
We
just
need a
don't be
bar
saying
test.
She be
Yeah.
doing her thing and shit up at Evan Mayer posting and shit. Low key, she'll spit like a little 4-bar and then get out of it.
And real quick,
that. We just need a
get
quick
my
8.
toe wet. Okay, wait a minute. That's the whole.
Yeah, we just need a quick
Much
8.
time.
We can't get a quick 16, a sweet 16.
Well, check it out. We're going to do this. We're going to say, I know what I got in there. So, the Black Godfather, Clarence Avant, passed away this week. I don't know if y'all know who the Black Godfather is.
Yeah.
Music exec, film exec. That's all that.
His wife passed away. When was it? Last year?
Yeah, she got killed a couple years ago.
Around
right.
the time when Virgil passed away, Off-White. You know what I mean? It was almost like those like the two biggest news things going on at the time. So her death got kind of like overshadowed by Virgil's.
Rescind it.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of
Wow. My condolences to that family.
Yeah. That's two tragedies happening. You know what I mean? Within a short period of time. So she got murdered, being robbed, and then he
without the video. My bad, Joe.
and then he just passed away, you know. So I definitely condolence to the family. I'm like losing two staples in the family. Like, you know what I mean? They were probably like, you know, the grandparents and you know what I mean, losing them in a short period of time. I can't even imagine what that would be like. You know what I mean? What else we got, Raymond?
Okay. Well, we ain't got it on the screen yet. We'll get to it. K. Slay got his street named after him in his hometown, Harlem, New York.
Okay.
Right? So
you know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to K. Slay.
You
Hip
know
hop
what
is in the building doing that.
Rest in heaven to K. Slay, man.
Right. And then Bone Thugs and Harmony got a street named after him on East Bone Thugs Way.
East 99.
Right. 2 days later,
That.
2 days later, the street sign it got stole. Yeah, it did.
Low key, I feel like whoever that video that you guys showed before, that artist, he should actually go to the street sign and do something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
for
that
real.
would be a good
He had a
vibe.
Bone Thugs look.
He
With the hair.
definitely got the look. You know what I mean? So Steez, you hear that, man? You gotta go up there, man, and be the new member of Bone.
Yeah, you got to remix I Miss My Uncle Charles. That
You know
shit
what I
gonna
mean?
There we
slap.
go.
He could be a funny Bone. I'm fucking with you.
Nephew Bone.
Miss Angie T, can you name all 5 members of Bone Thugs?
Of course I can.
Let's
I'm
go.
just playing. Okay. Busy Bone.
Okay. You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Let's go.
You got it.
Hey, no, hold on. She calling for a lifeline right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
You got
I
busy.
know what they look like.
Okay, we got
Skin
flesh.
Bone? Oh.
Slim Bone.
Just Slim Bone.
Slim Bone.
Flesh and bone.
Oh.
Flesh and bone.
Flesh and Bone.
Y'all don't know him? Busy,
Lazy.
Flesh, Wish, Lazy, and Crazy.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lazy and crazy.
Lazy and Crazy.
Lazy and crazy.
That's why this is necessary, because you just taught me something right there. I never knew.
I was a fan. I was definitely a fan.
Absolutely.
All right. Rest in peace to Magoo from Timbaland Magoo fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was
passed
crazy.
away earlier. 50 years old, man.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, and that's crazy. You know, 50 years old, 50 years of hip hop. passes away. You know what I mean? He's literally been on the earth as long as hip hop has been existing. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know if y'all saw Timbaland when he posted about it, that it had been a while since that they had communicated with each other. So for me, it hit home. It's like, okay, let me check on my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's call somebody or send a text real quick. You know I love you, right?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Cats is dying younger and younger. Y'all think it's the COVID shot?
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
I honestly, man, I do believe that COVID shot was not good for the human race. Let's put it like that.
Shit, ain't none of those vaccines good for us.
Yeah,
Well, I ain't gonna say that because motherfuckers, we eradicated the measles.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, polio
like
ain't here no more, so shit. I'm like, yo, shit, that shit did help.
Chicken pox.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't even get chicken pox no more.
For that part, I'm like, yo, you get polio right now. I'll be like, man, where the fuck was you at? You was in Malaysia in some kind of village, motherfucker, because that's the only place it exists now.
Shit. Y'all know.
Yeah, man.
Slim, what's your take on it? Because
To each his own. To each his own. I chose not to though. You know what I mean?
Right. Man.
It's a dope Death Row shirt you got, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I'm like, man.
Let's go, OT. Let's go.
All right, man. So, all right, man. We got our guest host up here, Angie T. So we gonna talk about Angie T right now. You know what I mean?
About damn time.
Let's talk about Angie T. So, Angie, I'm like, you have been, I would say, like, one of the most notable female hosts that's been around the city for a while now.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I feel like they chose you to be the host at Mariposa, because you do bring that crowd and you're able to keep them hype. What got you into the communications field?
Curiosity, honestly.
Curiosity?
I used to work as an accountant. That's my background.
Okay.
So after doing that for so long, I just always felt like I wanted to do something else. So the tax office that I work for, Liberty Tax, they had a beauty pageant and I won it. And I was like, oh, I want to start writing commercials for you guys. And then it was like, okay, go for it. I had to like pay for the first one out of my own pocket, right? Just to show them the vision. But after I did that and they opened up a budget for me, I was like, oh, the door opened so effortlessly for me after I just took a chance on myself. I was like, oh, I'm putting all eggs in the Angie T basket and let's go.
Okay.
So
that's crazy. I'm
came out here, tried to look for a radio show, and I met a DJ Cool. Shout out to DJ Cool and the Rat Pack. And I moved out here on 2 weeks' notice and was like, all right, let's go.
So where you originally from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville,
Okay.
Kentucky.
I used to live in Radcliffe, right next to Fort Knox.
Oh yeah. Hey,
One of my stops. One of my stops through life.
Okay.
So you've been in Vegas for how long now?
7 years.
7 years? And how was that transition when you first moved over to
It was
Vegas?
tough. I thought I was like way more hip. Okay, I didn't realize how green I was until I moved into Sin City, and I learned a lot.
It grew you up fast?
I'm trying to tell you. But I do enjoy it because snow is not my favorite season anyway. So it's like I can just drive to the snow, Mount Charleston, and then come on back home. That's great.
I tell people all the time, I'm not moving back to Detroit. No way. I'm like, I love my city, man, but the snow, it's like 9 months of it. And then you got 3 months of spring, and then back to snow again, because it never really is summer. It's still cold, you know what I mean? So I was like, So
no, thank you.
I'm like, I don't know if most people out there know, Angie T is one of the she's the host at Mariposa on the weekends. So I want you to let people know how that opportunity came about, and how do you feel about doing that every weekend, like making the people feel the way they feel, because you be having it going.
Thank you for that. Since I moved here, I pretty much have been like getting into events and just hosting and like perfecting my craft, honestly. And so I do host at Mariposa. However, I am a professional event host. Like I have a business license. I have, so I'll do a brunch or I'll do a festival. I may do a pageant. I may do, you know what I'm saying? Very versatile. I can meet you where you at. We can take it to the kids, or we can take it to the strip club.
Okay.
I gotta tell y'all about my trips to the strip club.
I'm waiting to hear one.
That was amazing. Okay.
When was the last time you went?
The first time I ever went, it was a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the strip club for the first time a couple months ago, and I had the time of my life.
You went to a woman's strip club the first time?
Yeah, and I had a real strip club experience, like throwing money, like doing all the things.
Okay, so you throwing the money. Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was amazing. I loved it. And I will say, like, I get it, right? Because it's like the vibration you get in your hand from like smacking. Hey.
Okay.
See there smacking ass.
We get the vibration somewhere else, not in our hand.
Hey,
Right, exactly.
I can only imagine. It was magical. So that was nice. But anyway, we got off subject. Let's
Right.
What Streezy Cleasy you went to?
Right.
I don't even remember the name of it. It was in Texas when I went.
Oh, okay.
So you ain't been to Atlanta yet.
Not to the strip clubs.
Yeah,
no.
you gotta graduate.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Go to the A.
Let's gradually walk me into this, okay? But yeah, so I host events around town, and so one of the owners at Mariposa, I had hosted a couple events there before, and so I got to give a shout out to Brady. He's familiar with my work, and so of course is Devin and Jay, and so we've always done like one-offs, and so when they presented to me with the brunch idea, and I was yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Working as a host, I enjoy doing during the day stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the evolution of things.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I can rock a nightclub, but my preference is during the day. Everybody awake. We ain't, less complications during the day.
Yeah, and you get a little crazy up in there too on the bottomless mimosas. You're right.
But everybody love me, so hey.
Right.
But no, I love doing it. I enjoy doing it because my goal every time I go is that regardless of whatever you have going on, outside of life, when you step through those doors and you come to brunch, I want you to have fun. And I don't want you to have like just the whatever, because some people aren't really good conversationists when you're sitting at the table having brunches. So I'm like, I got you. Don't even worry about it. We're about to be all like family in here, and you had no idea. Gotcha. And so if I can change anybody's mood or attitude, and so it's a blessing to be able to do that and connect with people.
Yeah, you definitely doing that. Because I'm like, man, every time I'm up in there, I'll be like, man, Angie be going. I'll be waiting for that Soul Train line. She be doing this shit. That little I don't want to say what I call it on air. But
Boy.
Please don't. Don't disrespect my life.
Respectfully.
Right. What was that?
But I do that. That's another reason. I do that to get women to engage with each other. I want black women with us to look at you like, hey, sis, I want to change the energy around this. So let's get it. Let's take over Mariposa, and we're going to dance around in our tutus and whatever else you got on. Birthday hats.
Amen.
Yeah.
I love it.
All ages, though. That's my favorite part about it. Like, we have people that celebrate 21st birthdays, and I've had a woman come in and celebrate her 80th birthday and then came back with her sister who celebrated her 70-something birthday. Like, I get a variety of people.
Right.
Yep.
So, like I said, it's a blessing to be able to connect for them to want to come back and see me.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, check it out. You're in the music business industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got some questions. We got some music industry questions for you. Famous Angie's.
I feel very
The
confident.
Angie's List.
The Angie's list.
Angie list.
Angie Martinez.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Angie Martinez's famous baby daddy?
Q-tip?
Hold on. Before you get the wrong answer.
before you
Before
get the wrong
answer.
answer.
Let me give you a multiple choice. A, Mr. Dalvin. B, Nokio from Drew Hill. C, Kyle Norman from Jagged Edge. Or D, Slim from 112.
Now, see, I listened to her audiobook, and I don't remember no mention of any of those men. I'm going to go with...
She looking for that lifeline.
Lifeline,
It's saying 88.1.
My sister's not here. It's not helping.
Oh, man.
Okay, C.
And no, it's not Kyle Norman from Jagged Edge. It's B, Nokio from Drew Hill.
Nokio.
What?
Yes,
They got a kid
yes.
together?
They got a kid
they got a
together.
kid.
This must have been like in the very beginning.
Yeah, he's probably down there adult now. It's
Wow.
He's definitely old.
I'm like, Nokio came out. Drew Hill came out and when? Like in
90s?
Yeah, in the night,
Mid 90s.
Mid 90s.
Yeah.
Like right when like Jodeci was making that last album. That's when Drew Hill started coming out. Like 97, 98.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Angie Stone.
Ah.
Taking you back with this one. Know y'all playing Angie Stone up there at 88.1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What hip hop group was Angie Stone in? A, The Conscious Daughters. B, JJ Fad. C, The Sequence. Or D, Poetic Pilgrimage.
Ooh. Hey, look, y'all like mine is bad. Hey, you know what I mean? Yo, like both of y'all about to die. She don't like mine.
I go with A. Respectfully.
The Conscious Daughters?
The Conscious Daughters.
No.
No, that's not the final
It
answer.
very conscious material they came up with.
It is C, The Sequence.
The Sequence.
We was testing your Angie knowledge and you failed.
You know what? Next time I come on the show, I'm having some pop quizzes for y'all.
We ready. We already ready.
Stay ready. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo.
Okay.
I'm like,
Twix
man.
tried to get us last night.
Yep, he tried to get us last night on game night, and he tested us, and we passed with flying colors.
Yeah, right.
What else you got? Yo?
Wait, what was Ice Cube's neighbor's name in Friday?
Stanley.
Stanley, come on,
yeah.
man. What? What the hell?
Stanley.
She tried it though. I ain't mad.
She did.
She tried it.
Man.
All right.
So how you like the radio though? How do you
I
you know?
love radio. Radio's my first love. I did internet radio for a while, and I met DJ Certified. Rest in peace, DJ Certified. We worked together on a lot of projects. And he got me in connection with 88.1, so I was able to start my show. And shout out to Simply T. I studied his craft on air, and I studied his craft hosting because I loved how personable he was. Right. And so yeah, we had a Friday show together, and then I did the morning show. I loved it. One of my favorites. Well, there's a lot of favorite moments, but it was me, Tanisha, Twix, and Ambezy. Loved a good vibe. Then it was me and Nick at Night. You know, me and Tanisha. So it was just. It's good. It's an energy. Y'all know how it is when you do a good podcast. When you got a good like understanding with your group, it's like, oh, we can take over the world.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
we definitely understand that.
I always have a sweet spot for radio. I mean, the opportunity spins a block and it makes sense for me, I'll do it. But being, you know, when the internet radio first came to Vegas, like I was in that group, right?
Right, using it.
We was
the flagship group.
Right. Shit. So now that you know, it take a lot of work. You need these cameras. You need all the things, right, to make it make sense. So
absolutely.
Yeah, me and Serty doing this a long time ago. We never thought it'd get to this.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and he was a big hip hop head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big music head.
Yeah. We actually have a segment on our podcast called the bar test, and anyone that passes that bar test, we honor them in the name of a DJ Certified. They become certified on the bar test.
Certified on the bar test.
I love that. Yeah.
So DJ Certified is definitely one of our brothers. You know, knowing him for a long time. Yeah. Really good brother.
I definitely appreciate my time there when I was at the station, and just the people that I was working with, and just learning, being able to get in there, hosting Chrome nightclub on Friday nights. That's another spot. That's you may get everybody in there 65 and up. You may get everybody in there 25 to 45. Like you don't know what you're gonna get, but you're gonna have to be able to connect with these people, and it's like, all right, go.
Look, hey, like I said, you a master at your craft.
Thank you.
And we salute you.
I put in blood, sweat, and tears, and free work. Okay.
Hey, look, you know what I mean? Hey, free come with the territory sometime, but that's how you get to the road of payment.
Not no more.
Right. You know what I mean? Right. Not no more though. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, now it's F you, pay me.
That part.
Respectfully.
It's my money and I want it now.
You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
all right, so what we gonna do right now, man? We gonna bring up with our next guest on the Fifth Element Hip Hop. I'm like, this young lady right here, you know, she's we've been talking about her for a while now. You know, she's a part of Dizzy Wright's band, High Vibrations. She definitely been killing it around the city, doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if she over there chilling.
She watching.
You know what I mean? She watching the game in the background. You know what I mean? But what we gonna do right now? We gonna introduce the one and only Coco Jenkins. Can you come, please, step to the stage, my lady? You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yeah, okay, Coco. I mean.
Even though you ain't have my back.
Okay, look. Okay, Coco, how you doing?
Good and great.
Okay.
Happy to be here.
We happy for you to be here.
I got.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
There she is. You know what I'm saying?
There.
I don't know if y'all familiar with Coco.
That's
You know,
cute.
she's been doing her thing around the city. I've seen her perform a few times. You know what I mean? I believe I seen her at the Sand Dollar, and then I seen her over at
Okay.
seen her. You know, she was on a David Jones show, and then it came over to Dizzy Wright's show, and I seen her do her thing over there. You know what I mean? Playing the bass.
That's
Going
right.
crazy on it.
Right.
So I'm like, speaking of that, you know what I mean? I'm like, before we get into that, you know, Coco, can you tell the people a little bit about yourself? You know, where you from, and how did you get into this music thing?
Word. A little bit, because there's a lot of bit.
A lot of
But I'll
it.
try and tell the people a little bit about myself. My name is Coco Jenkins.
Yep.
Rep in Vegas.
Hey.
I grew up in Henderson, though, Deep Hendo.
Okay.
Deep Hendo, yeah.
She said Deep Hendo. Love
Deep
it.
Hendo. I run an Instagram page called There's Nothing to Do in Vegas. And we
Nice.
like to connect community through art, music, food, fashion, dance, any kind of Vegas subculture. Ooh.
Yeah, y'all
That's
can hear
right.
that down there.
outside.
I think the
That's
thunder
right.
picked up on the mic. You know what I mean? I'm like, she said that. It was like,
It's
man,
heavy.
you know what I
It's
mean?
heavy. I'm doing heavy work. I'm doing heavy work.
That was God approving.
I played bass in a hip hop band here called Rhyme and Rhythm for 8 years. And then I played bass with a couple other artists. I played cello with an artist named Amisa. We have a project called Moon Ra. She's the illest MC I know.
Cool. Okay.
And
We got to
then-
get her up here.
I build my own beats live. I do a set where I build my beats live with Looper.
Mhm.
And then I started rocking with Dizzy Wright this year,
Right.
playing bass. So
Right.
yeah, that's kind of been my journey.
So, what made you pick up the bass guitar? I'm like, there's a lot of instruments out there, you know what I mean? And you gravitated to one of the ones that keep like it's like the backbone of the song. It's like the groove,
Right.
You know,
like
so-
the heartbeat, all of that.
Mhm.
I think I just felt that. I definitely felt that as a kid. My dad was a jazz head. Like we're hip hop heads, he's a jazz head.
Mhm.
You just talk, go back and forth with him all day about names and who's playing on whose album and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so I grew up on, you know, Mingus, Miles, Coltrane.
Wow.
And so I wanted to play in band in 6th grade,
Right.
but my mom signed me up for orchestra. She didn't know the difference. So
Right.
I wanted to play saxophone or I wanted to play drums. I still want to play drums so bad. There's some other, what is it? There's some other plane out there. There's some other Coco out there. There's some other version of
Right.
Coco that's like the illest drummer.
Okay.
So I just got to be cool with that. And that Coco. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I'll get that together in a second. And you know, she probably wants to play bass, and she has to be content knowing that there's some other Coco playing bass. But so I got put in orchestra, and then I did want to play bass. You know, the big upright bass. They got all string instruments in orchestra: violin, viola, cello, bass. But some adult told me that it wasn't for girls, that playing bass wasn't for girls. So I was like, all right, let me pick the next biggest instrument.
Let's get rid of that adult. Where they at?
Wow.
Who is that guy?
I'm like, man, that guy. I'm like, who told you that?
Right. And you know, I'm sure like a lot of women in hip hop experience, you know, just dudes being like, what? It's a woman. It's a woman doing things like, you know, and so it permeates like longer. It permeates throughout the culture. But, you know, that's part of why I do what I do, just to be another example for women to do whatever girls and women to do whatever they feel like. So then I was playing cello. I played cello, the next biggest instrument. And then when I got to high school, the jazz bass player was out of school with mono. And I was like, you know what? I think this is my chance to like do what I actually wanted to do. So I picked up bass, and then it's been like that ever since.
Okay. Okay.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Great
man.
example of like flourishing in the lane that you chose. Like a lot of people may look at that and feel like, you know, or just any situation or industry they want to get into and feel defeated by it. But you're like, nah, you know what? It may be bigger than me. I'm gonna play the shit out of this. I love that.
That's exactly right.
and it's dope because you actually get up there and you kill it. Like I'm like I heard her on Dizzy Wright's set, and you know he gives all the band members a little time to shine, and she got up there and did her thing.
Yeah, she
and
went
I was
crazy on it.
Yeah, loved it. I'm like excellent show. So how did the situation with Dizzy Wright come about?
Well, there was another woman that we all know and love, DJ Kelly J.
Yeah, Kelly J.
Pew, pew, pew.
Like Quan on it.
So Kelly J, like that's my dog. I feel like we have parallel like upbringings in the Vegas hip hop community where we just been rocking. We've been rocking about the same amount of time, doing things in our own lane, but still like always supporting each other up close or from afar. And she hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, you know, any bass? I need a bass player for these dates for Dizzy." And I was like, I was going through my roster. And I was like, oh, wait, you know what? I'm available for these dates. I almost counted myself out, you know, because I'm usually like connecting people, plugging people.
Right.
And I haven't really played, I haven't played bass for a while. Actually, how I started doing my beat set was because in 2020, you know, we couldn't play with other people. So I was like, okay, I'm my only child, so I know how to play by myself.
Right.
I've been by myself a lot. So I hadn't played bass for a while, but she hit me and she was like, yo, you available these dates? And I was. And, you know, that's one of those testaments to being ready and being open.
Yeah, but I'm like, you can't tell that you wasn't, you know, a part of the group from the beginning, because I'm like I said, you mesh really well with it. I'm like, you perfect timing. I'm like, everything was solid when I came and seen that show.
The whole group, though, as an entity, had only we did like 2 weeks of rehearsals. And
wow,
yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. We did like, it was crazy. We did like 4-hour rehearsals that would turn into 5-6 hour rehearsals. But
and you couldn't even tell just by watching the show though. Watching the show, it was like, nah, everything.
I was like, God, is that you?
Yes. He said, God.
Look at the screen.
From Jesus. Sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's those, you know, 4 or 5 hour rehearsals that we put in, and and that's why the greats are the greats, because you can't tell how much work they put in. Have y'all ever tried to like sing and dance at the same time?
Yeah, that shit's tough.
Usher, Beyonce, they make it look so easy.
Like, if you trying to do it, I just did karaoke last night. I was trying to do it, and I was sucking.
You got footage too.
Karaoke trips, because I feel like that first song, you got it. You got all the energy, doing all the moves on the music video, and then about that second chorus,
you
gotta stay still.
Right,
real.
You standing there like, okay, how much more of this song we got left?
Right.
Why they rapping so fast? I'm out of breath.
Hey Coco, I got a question. It's really not a music question. It's your tongue. How did you get your tongue split down the middle like that?
What?
Thanks for asking. That's really cool.
Oh!
Sheesh.
And she can move both sides of them. What?
Boy, that's wild as
That's
hell.
kind of crazy right there.
Okay, fix my face. Sorry.
When I was a kid, and I guess even now, I was like really into body mods. There was even this website. I used to just go on this website all the time and just look at how people would pierce themselves, or, you know, piercings that people had. So this is, my tongue split is technically a body modification. It's like a tongue piercing. And shouts out to Tony Snow. He's the tongue splitters in Vegas. There's actually quite a few people in Vegas that have their tongue split. I met a lot of them. And we don't have a club. It's mostly white folks.
We don't have a club.
We don't have a club. I wish we did.